people who are thinking, and it's a free country. You're free to think what you want, but I will tell you what we feel in the Senate. And as a legislator from the Senate, I'll tell you how I feel. And this I've also told the President, that you know, you have information, and it is actually also in the public knowledge, that we have summoned governors in this Senate many times. We have found problems, and you know, our constitutional role is not primary oversight. That primary oversight is for members of county assembly. But we have our role of secondary and final oversight. So when you are called before the Senate and you cannot account for 500 million, 300 million, 400 million, 150 million, you can't explain. And I remember in one particular sitting where we had brought in the governor of Tana River County before the Senate Committee on Public Accounts, and he was not able to explain. I remember very well the senators there saying that in other jurisdictions, you will not be leaving this meeting and going back home, waiting for a report. You would be detained down here in the cells. We have cells in Parliament. So you stay there and you wait to be processed. But in this country, unfortunately, you go home and then you wait for the next audit report. And you know what? The saddest thing is that within the Senate committees of public accounts, we also invite the ESCC. So the chair of ESCC today, the CEO of ESCC today, they have information from the Senate, proper information. And this one is as a result, you know, our recommendations, they come from the Office of the Auditor General. So the Auditor General brings those questions. And it's on the basis of those questions that we interrogate the governors. So it's not information that I generate myself as the senator of Tana River County. No, it is government information in the public realm. And then we interrogate, and you're not able to explain where this money is. And everyone can see there's some criminality here. You have DCI there. We know within the precincts of Parliament and even in these committees, people like NIS are there listening, you know. But ESCC is even a member of that committee, and people are paid, allowances for attending those meetings, you know, government agencies, you know. But then there's no action. So the question then is, how can it be that 47 governors are not mentioned at all in the statements that the president is making? Why is he talking about the Senate and not the governors? You know? And yet we have given the interrogated information, you know, processed from the Office of the Auditor General. And then no action has been taken. I can tell you, since the current president has come in, to date, there's no governor who has been charged before a court of law, you know? And we are surprised because the information is there, you know.
That it says something about the tenure of William Ruto as president, that no serious corruption
from the
allegation
Senate,
has gone to court.
From the Senate, I'm telling you, I can't speak for National Assembly, but I can tell you from the Senate position, we are very disappointed that no governor, despite all this information, no governor has been thrown before court and with the information that is there.
Where do you lay the blame?
We lay the blame on the lack of action on the executive.
Okay.
So
it is the executive.
So he is the executive. The president is the head of the executive. He should have taken a few of these guys to court. Now, when you have a meeting where the former prime minister is also casting aspersions on the role of senators, and then you have the head of the executive, the president, not prosecuting governors, there's a reasonable...
Let's address that issue now.
There's a reasonable implication that maybe they had a sitting with governors.
Yes.
And the governors maybe informed them or told them, you know, you need to play on our corner. And we have you can reasonably infer that the executive is trying to lock horns against the...
Because we continue to gauge the intention of the president and the former prime minister and some of the pronouncements they made. And do you think that in their concurrence, yes, because they appear to be having or to be instituting an assault on the Houses of Parliament,
yes,
do you think, can you read behind the intention of their concurrence?
You see, like now, from where we sit, we think as a Senate that when a very senior politician, like of the stature of the Honorable Raila Odinga, a former Prime Minister,